How about we make some cranberry lemon muffins? One bowl, one spoon, a little bit of time and effort, and within 30 minutes we have some delicious muffins ready to serve our family. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius and let's get started. Here are the ingredients, but as usual I'll put a link in the description box below. Add a pinch or two of flour to the cranberries that you're going to be using. That's 1 cup or 160 grams, and give them a quick toss. This helps them from sinking to the bottom. You can use fresh cranberries, just make sure you quarter them first. To 2 cups or 300 grams of flour, I'm adding in 3/4 of a cup or 150 grams of sugar. I'm using a mixture of brown and white, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm using baking soda because I am using lemon juice in this recipe. If you decide you don't want to use the lemon juice, that is entirely your choice, but you need to make sure you use baking powder in place of the baking soda in equal amounts. Baking soda reacts with acid and creates the leavening. If you do not put in an acid, you will have flat muffins. To this I add in 2 eggs, which is 100 grams. Next you'll want to prepare your lemon. You can use lemon juice, that is fine. Just use 3 tablespoons or 45 milliliters, and I like to add it into the oil, which is 1/3 cup or 80 milliliters. It makes it easier for it to combine all together. And then finally 3/4 of a cup or 180 milliliters of milk is added. If you really want a nice kick, add in buttermilk instead of just plain milk. You'll really have a nice tang to your muffins. I highly recommend it. And then you just start mixing it together just like any other muffin recipe. You do not want to overmix this. You just want to have it a nice incorporated batter until you no longer see any pockets of flour. What I like to do is I like to get it almost completely combined, and then I will pour in the cranberries and finish mixing it. That way I am sure I'm getting a nice, tender, light muffin. It only takes maybe about a minute and a half to make this recipe once you get to this point. It's really simple. I highly recommend, if you can find them, to use fresh cranberries. Unfortunately, here they are out of season, so you can make do with dried cranberries. They are still super delicious. They'll just be a little more chewy than you would have if you had fresh cranberries, which would be a nice pop of flavor. I think that this is a wonderful recipe because it's so customizable. Instead of lemon juice, you can use vanilla, you can add in a cup of nuts, you can do whatever you like. It is such a healthy recipe as well. It doesn't have many calories, and I have that nutrition information listed on my website in the link below. And we are done. Once again, you want to get out a muffin tin, and I like to line mine because I find non-stick pans are just not really non-stick, and I don't like using the spray because it tends to stick on your pan even after you wash it. So the liners are a really good compromise. You want to divide this batter equally among each tin until you run out of batter. And you want it to be not like a regular cupcake. You want this to be filled to the top because you want that muffin top. You want to bake this anywhere from 16 to 18 minutes or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean, and they will look like this. Once you bring them out of the oven, let them cool in the pan for about 5 to 10 minutes until you can remove them safely and let them finish cooling on a wire rack. I'll open one up so you can see what they look like. If you notice, I have audience members and they are waiting patiently for a taste of their own. These are so soft. They are jam-packed full of cranberries, and they are zesty from the lemon. It is a delicious, healthy way to begin your day. I highly recommend you try this recipe. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more recipes to come. Have a great day.